Well, tonight, 3 GOP hopefuls for U.S. Senate will be squaring off in a final debate before the state's primary March 19th. First, they each sat down, though, with News 5's John Kosick to talk about the issues important to Northeast Ohio voters.
And while the candidates are in deep agreement on a number of issues, John did find out that there is one point of contention: what to do with the war in Ukraine.
2 years ago, at the start of the Russia-Ukraine war, Ohio's 2 U.S. senators, Rob Portman and Sherrod Brown at the time, were both in total support of aid to Ukraine. But when Portman retired and was replaced by J.D. Vance, the delegation became split, with Vance, for the most part, opposing further financial assistance. So if they were in the Senate today, we wanted to see where GOP hopefuls Bernie Moreno, Matt Dolan, and Frank LaRose would stand. Moreno telling me the U.S. should not be funding, in his words, another endless war.
So we should be driving towards peace. That's where most Americans are. We got to put the interest and the well-being of America before anything else, and that's what I'm going to advocate for in D.C.
Would that be, though, more aid at this point as they're running dry, if you will?
No, absolutely not, because we've already spent $110 billion. Another $60 billion to have a bloody stalemate doesn't accomplish anything. What we need to do is we need to drive towards peace. We need to make certain that we put a peaceful settlement of that conflict and end it and move on, and not fund another stalemate.
What message would that send to our NATO allies, to Putin, to President Xi in China with Taiwan?
It sends a message that America is going to ensure peace and stability around the world, that we are the party, that the country and the Republican Party that is ensuring that we don't have conflicts around the world.
Matt Dolan, though, believes that's a message that's only sent by having the back of Ukraine, whose protection we promised in 1994 when they gave up their share of the old Soviet Union's nuclear arsenal.
Here's what I know. When our friends, our allies, and our enemies know America keeps its word, Americans are safer. So we need to continue to provide the ammunition and the weaponry to Ukraine.
Failure to do so, he said, may create a situation where America is forced to deal with an even bigger mess.
Ukrainians are not asking for American men and women to fight side by side with them. But if we appease Putin, we're going to send American boys and girls to Poland and Baltics and Western Europe and perhaps even Pacific. You know, we have got to continue our obligation. We got a lot of issues at home we have to take care of, but we can do both.
Frank LaRose, for his part, says his position falls in between Dolan and Moreno.
The smart strategy is that we do the things that need to be done to bring this to a quick end. And those are things like making the sanctions work the way they're supposed to. They're not working right now. As Green Berets, what we do is train foreign militaries. It's kind of our specialty. Right now, the only country that's helping train the Ukrainians is the UK, and they don't have enough people to do it.
But as for further financial assistance,
I would absolutely be one of the voices saying not another penny for Ukraine until we secure our U.S.-Mexican border. Not another penny. And then once we get those priorities worked out, yes, there are things that we can do to make sure that this comes to an expedient end.
In Cleveland, John Kosick, News 5.